Alrighty, we're going to talk about installing a classroom outlet. And here's the opaque projector. We use this in the classroom quite often when they have to show something from a book to the class. Here in the country I was born in, in commercial buildings such as schools, we use a 12 American wire gauge on 20 amps. Black is live, white is neutral, bare or the green is the ground. Red and blue are also live colors. Sometimes white may be live in a 220, 240 volt circuit in a house, but in a commercial building they would pull a red and a black, or a black and a blue, or two blacks or two reds or two blue wires. And most schools have 208, and they'd have black, red, and blue. Black line 1, red line 2, blue line 3, 120 volts each, and it would be three-phase 208. So I will show you how to install this outlet into a classroom. Alrighty, so first we will trace our box right where we want it here on our wall. Come down, go across, come across here. There's our mark, so we're going to take and go across here and here, there and there. Okay, so we'll cut our hole. We'll make our little point here. Okay, so we cut our hole, set our box into the hole. Okay, we're going to cut our little notch here. That screw over here, we got to cut one down there. Okay, now we got to cut our little notch down in here. Outlet screw for this and our outlet screw. Okay, that's going to fit perfect. Okay, so we'll come up above here. Now this is going to be sheetrock from here up, so we can have our wire up in here. So I'll just make our hole. We'll snake our wire down the wall here. keep this wire at least 1.25 inches above all this. I'm going to get an idea of how far down my box is here. Alright, so I'm going to make a bend here so I know I'm down all the way. If worst comes to worst, I can drop a string down with a weight tied to it and pull the wire down that way too. See where it is, bang. I'm going to feel in there and see if I got it down. So I'll use an extension cord. This end's nice and heavy, so I'll drop it down. Okay, I see it. So I'll take this end. Now this is a good expensive, or a decent extension cord, so I will just tape the extension cord here. Pull it off. And I'll fold this end over this end here. So when I take it off, it comes off easier. I'll just fold this end back so I can see the cord dropping right down below there. Okay, so I'll reach in here and grab my extension cord. And my end out. And now I can pull my wire down. Okay, now now I can untape this end here. Okay, we'll strip our wires back. Don't go deep. I'll just score near the top, and I'll go deeper at the end here. Okay, we'll make sure we get all the debris off. I like to use a little bit of electrical tape when I go into a metal box just to give the Romex a little extra protection. I'll make sure our box is tight here. This one is tight. And I'll take the side off so you can see what I'm doing better. And we have a threaded hole here for our ground screw. We popped this opening out with it off camera. You just put your screwdriver in there and rock it back and forth and pull it out. So we'll take our wire. Okay, now we'll go get our ground screw and put it in here. This will put our ground screw in here, like this. Because when you use metal boxes, you have to bond to the box and to the outlet. But maybe we won't be, because the screw doesn't fit the hole. You can't do it. I'll try Phillips screwdriver. Okay, it fits good. Because I like to be code compliant. So we bring our ground wire around the green screw like this. Squeeze it down like that so it's under the screw head all the way. Okay, so we have our ground ready to hook up. Our black and our white. Now we can put our side back on the box. Goes in like this. You can gang these boxes together too. Okay, now we can put our box into the wall like this. Now these are what you call box holders. These hold the box in the wall. And the way you put this in is you take the long end, go up, put the short end in, bring it down, push in on the box, bend it over, pull out and bend it over like that. And we'll do the same on this side. Push it up, push it in, bring it down, push in on our box, bend this over. Now we'll take our needle nose pliers and we'll just squeeze these over, make sure they're not going to touch the side of the outlet, because you don't want that to happen, because you'll create a short. Okay, now we'll hook our outlet up. We'll take off about an inch off the white, which is neutral, and an inch off the black, which is live. Okay, this outlet only takes flathead screws, so we'll close the screw we're not going to use. Okay, so first we'll put our ground wire around the green screw. The white goes on the silver screw, which is the wide slot. The black goes on the brass screw, which is the narrow slot. And this bare ground wire goes to the green screw, or it could be a green wire and it goes on the green screw, and that's the U-shaped hole, which is the ground. So we'll make our loop. Make sure it's around the screw head all the way. Okay, we'll take and put our white wire on the silver colored screw here. You make your loop the direction your screw turns. Make sure our copper is under the screw head all the way around and our insulation doesn't get caught under the screw head, so it looks like that. That's what we want. Okay, now we can turn this around. And we'll bring our black down and bring it up. Make our loop close our loop the direction our screw turns, like that. Make sure it's nice and tight like that. Now we can fold our wires into our box. We will go down, and then we'll go up. We want to go down and then up like that. We're going to do the same with the white wire. Go down and go up like that. And we're going to keep this ground wire down at the bottom here. And push this into our box. Make sure it goes in like that, keeping our ground wire down at the bottom. Nice and tight. Here. Okay, so bring it across here, and I'll come down to our light. So I'll cut it about right here. So this is all going to be about sheetrock here. So we'll staple it on here. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Jesus, for making me get down. So we'll pop our light down here, and we'll take our bracket off here. All the tools together. So we have the black coming from the switch. So we have our ground wires up in here. Okay, so we'll break open another tab here. Bring our wire into our box. We'll cut it about right here. Okay, so open that about here. Just score lightly down, and I'll go deep at the end here. Bring our wires into the box. Okay, we'll get our staple up here. Okay, so we'll bring our ground wire. We have our black, which is live, our white, which is neutral, and our bare wire, which is ground. So we'll just add it to these ground wires here. Bring it up. Okay, now what I'll do is I'll clip it off so it's even with all the other wires here. I'll clip them all so nice and even on the end. And I see 1, 2, 3, 4 wires all even on the end. We'll stick our wire nut back on here. And we'll tighten it up. Push it up into our box so it's out of our way. And make sure no clippings fall into the back of the light here. Okay, now we have our white wire we gotta hook up. So we're gonna have to take this off. We gotta go get a couple wire nuts. You always strip it with a wire hole that matches the wire you're using. Okay, so we'll get our insulation even at the bottom here. Twist our wires so that they're nice and even here. Oh, they came out perfectly even. Now orange is going to be too small for those two red wires. So we're going to strip this white wire a little longer. So we'll take a little more off of the white. Okay, now we'll get all our copper even at the end and our insulation even at the top like that there. Take our wire nut. Okay, there we go. So now we'll hook our black to our black here. So take our black one off. This is a black feed wire that goes to the white switch wire, and that black wire, this black wire is going to be live, so we're going to cut it. We'll make it even. We'll strip it about the same length as the other wires here. We'll get it back up here. Get our insulation even at the top. There they are. Insulation's even at the top and our copper's even on the bottom. We have them lined up perfectly even. Stick our wire nut on. And I see our insulation is going up under the wire nut. our pliers so we get a nice solid tight connection. Now just look in the bottom of our wire nut, make sure all our insulation is up in the bottom of the wire nut, which it is. So we can fold this up into our box. And our white wires up here out of our way. And now we can screw our bracket back up. Okay, now I can put my black wire back up into our box here. Make sure it's tight. And we'll just make sure our wires are going into our box. I'm going to tighten that black wire nut a little bit more. Make sure it's tight. Okay, now I can push my wires into our box. And see the little hooks there? They snap into the hole on the bracket. So I'll make sure the wires are going into the box. Snap it up. Okay, so we will finish by putting the cover on our outlet so that none of the kids stick their finger in and get a shock. And we can check our polarity, make sure our narrow slot is alive, which it is. So that is how to wire an outlet into a classroom here in the country I was born in. Now the teacher can plug in the opaque projector to teach the kids and teach them well. Peace. Thanks for watching.